Could an ethics probe in the Supreme Court change the way we perceive justice? Today we delve into the chronicle of events that surround this intriguing question. In recent times, a Democratic-led U.S. Senate panel authorized subpoenas for two influential conservatives, Harlan Crow and Leonard Leo. This move was part of an ethics inquiry into undisclosed gifts directed to conservative Supreme Court justices. However, these subpoenas were not without controversy, as they were authorized after Crow and Leo refused to comply with previous requests for information. In response, Republican senators walked out of the committee meeting in protest, questioning the legitimacy of the vote. Despite this, the committee's chairman, Senator Dick Durbin, remained critical of a new code of conduct announced by the court and promised to continue the ethics investigation. But what happens next if the subpoenaed individuals continue to resist? Democrats would need to secure 60 votes in the Senate to initiate a civil enforcement action. Alternatively, they could make a referral to the U.S. Justice Department for criminal contempt proceedings. This probe was triggered by reports from ProPublica, which exposed Justice Clarence Thomas's failure to disclose luxury trips and real estate transactions involving Crow. The reports also mentioned Leo's involvement in organizing a luxury fishing trip, attended by Justice Samuel Alito. Both justices have since provided explanations for their omissions. Now let's summarize the key points of this ethics probe. Firstly, the probe revolves around potential ethical violations by conservative Supreme Court justices, specifically Justice Clarence Thomas and Justice Samuel Alito. Secondly, the probe is investigating undisclosed gifts and luxury trips funded by prominent conservatives, Harlan Crow and Leonard Leo. Thirdly, the probe has caused political tension, with Republican senators walking out of a committee meeting in protest. And finally, the outcome of this probe could potentially lead to changes in the court's code of conduct and the way ethical issues are handled in the Supreme Court. In conclusion, this ethics probe is a crucial chapter in the history of the Supreme Court. It raises questions about the transparency, accountability, and integrity of the highest court in the land. As the probe unfolds, it will be fascinating to see how it reshapes our understanding of justice and ethics in the Supreme Court and potentially the broader judicial system.